Hello and welcome to Whiteland Restorations.
We've got something a little bit special in the
workshop.
workshop.
A little bit upper class.
A little bit, ooh.
A little bit fancy.
It is pretty fancy.
Look at that.
Isn't it gorgeous? This is a Bentley Turbo RT.
Let's have a quick look around.
It's very nice. So you may be asking yourself, what's a beauty like this doing coming in for some work?
Well, we've been entrusted with the lovely task to sort out the door tops. There's a little bit of corrosion, aluminium corrosion, set in on the very tops of the doors. It's creeping out from the weather strip area and working its way down the top of the door. So we've got to fix that. There's also a spot of corrosion on the grille.
Little tiny things. You've got to remember, this car's nearly
it's very, very
30
nice.
years old, isn't it?
It's a very nice car and he wants to keep it in pristine condition. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep the paint to a minimum just so we can salvage as much of the original paint as possible.
Yeah, because restoration isn't always about just stripping everything back and repainting it.
Try and keep it to a minimum.
Yeah.
We've done a colour spray out card already. It's close. If I was painting a bigger area, I'd probably go, yeah, I've done that, easy peasy. But it's not close enough for this.
So we're working with our friends over at IPS to get this colour dialed in just perfectly.
Yeah, they're very helpful over there, Dom especially.
Yeah, Dom, he loves me ringing up. Hello, Dom!
It's like every time, oh,
no, do not disturb, reject. No, only joking.
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked you as spam.
But no, we'll get this back to 100%, and we're going to take you along the journey with us.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's causing this. We know what's causing it, but we'll show you what's causing it.
So first, we've got to do a little tear down.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do a little investigation, sandy, with grinders on a Bentley.
Big 9-inch concrete one.
Yeah.
Of course.
Bigger the better. And once we've done all the paint work, we've got to run a mop over it. There's a few deeper than your average scratches.
Yeah, we'll just get it all cleaned up.
There's actually cat paw prints on the other side where a cat has jumped up and skidded across the bonnet slightly with gravelly feet.
Bloody cats, hey?
So
we'll get them sorted out as well. And then it'll be on its way again, so hopefully you'll enjoy this one. We have not had a Bentley in before, I don't think, have we?
I've worked on Bentleys before, but not in this workshop.
Not in this workshop, yeah. So
I know the intricacies of these things. They are actually quite easy to work on.
We will see, won't we?
Yeah.
Should we start tearing into it?
Let's get it.
Let's get into it.
So in order to remove of this corrosion, this piece of trim has to come off, which is unfortunate because it is riveted on the inside, which does mean we have to take all of that off. Fortunately, once you know the tricks, these things come apart very easily. The door handles, these little chrome things all have to come off first, then the bolster and then the door card pops off with relative ease once you know where to look. So let's start looking. So this little cover plate is easily just popped off once you get behind it. Then you have to find the right corner, so it's down here. Give it a little pull. And up there, give it a little pull. Oh, come on. Oh, and there it goes. Yeah, they pop off. They're quite well attached to these little grommet things, and then allows you access to the screws. Just there behind the door handle, there is a little access slot, if you like, for getting that little plate off the back of the door handle.
Being really careful here not to damage anything, so just once you've got your little hooky tool behind there, just pull on the hooky tool. Don't use the chrome or any of the leather as a prying surface, just in case, you really don't want to damage anything. Once that's off, you've got easy access to the screws. Once the screws are out of the way, the handle cover comes off with ease, and we can move on to the next part in line.
Bolster slash door handle. It's held on with 2 screws from underneath. So we just quickly rip these 2 off. And then that just neatly uncups. There's a little light on the inside just of here. That easily just comes out, or I say easily, it is in there. And then the rest of the door bolster is held on with 2 bolts. The rest of the door card is held on with poppers, but it's always worth checking the bottom of this carpet for extra screws that somebody might have thought it needed. I think that's one there. You can't even see it, and you can only just about feel it. Oh, somebody has already removed the screw. The screw is gone, but the dent remains.
I did, however, find one hiding in the middle of the carpet. Bit weird.
Nothing. And that is now off. Lovely quality aluminium backing. Next thing to take off is this door lock, because it will not come off without it. It's got a little 7mm nut, locking nut on the bottom, so we just put a spanner on that, give it an unscrew, and it unscrews easy peasy. This sticky residue is weird and gross. It's kind of got that old sweet stick, you know, from the back of this old sweet wrapper. There we go, that'll be enough. Disgusting. A few of these 8mm. There's also a couple of cheeky screws hiding behind the rubber trim here. So I've just got to pull that back and get those little buggers out. You can see the rivets that are holding this chrome piece that we need off, but they're still behind the window, so we've got to drop the window. Power on, window up so we can access the bolts. There they are, 2 8mm. Look, they have never been tampered with. Isn't that interesting?
Unfortunately, when the glass is attached to the electric window mechanism, it doesn't roll down enough for me to get access to the rivets. So unbolting it allows me to slide the glass past the mechanism and all the way down into the bottom of the door, where it's still nice and safe. In true Bentley style, even the rivets have a little plastic anti-rattle, anti-noise bush thing, which I'm trying to save here by drilling the head off the rivet first and then hooking it out with my little hooky tool, which is just a fantastic little tool. Just a couple more bits left to do before we can finally remove that chrome weather strip. Wing mirrors need to come off, carefully unplugging, keeping a bit of a mental note on which one plugs into what. And a quick loosen of the frame bolts. Now all that's done, the trim easily just lifts up at one end and wiggles out. Oh, I think you pull forwards and lift up. Gently, gently. There we go. Oh, it's stuck on. Nothing. Oh, quality thing. Now all the necessary components are off and out the way, we can actually see what we're dealing with. There is a long crack in the paintwork right in the very corner along this edge here, and the corrosion which is in several places along the top of the door, which we need to take all out. So we need to get our grind on, guys. Let's get the tools and start taking this paint off.
From the other side, and I don't know about you, but I got lots of eyes. Damn, I don't got game, but I feel you without play. So I pass go and I collect 200 on the way. I know I probably jumped too many spaces, but you can't be replaced. You're a superstar, and I can feel you in my arms. It moves a pretty song. My heart, don't get out to the phone, and I can say what will become. Am I insane? I'm delusional, baby.
Just here there was a bit of a weird bit. I think it was the flux from where they lead loaded the seams, so we're just going to smooth this out. We've ground all the nastiness out, we're just going to smooth this out and get some stopper in this so we can get some primer on. So we're going to use a bit of this Spectral Soft Light stopper that we got from IPS, Independent Paint Supplies. Lovely people. If you need any form of painty stuff, go and check them out, they're very good. Also, these are our small size filler boards. These are really handy. The bigger ones are great for big jobs, you know, you're winding in loads of filler, it's great. These smaller ones are a little bit more handleable for stoppering. So I'm going to be using this right now to do some Bentley work.
Oh, that's a nice colour. Smurf. Liquid Smurf.
I think they did grind down Smurfs. This is Papa Smurf. This is Smurfette. So stopper is a form of filler, but it's a lot more creamy. It's a bit smoother. It's a bit nicer. And as I haven't got masses of areas to fill, it's just these tiny little bits, I'm choosing to use a bit of stopper. So these areas just where I took some of the aluminium out, and I need to smooth it out to the same depth as the paint. Just like that. That will smooth out beautifully.
Beautiful.
A little bit more here. You ever filled the Bentley's butt before?
I can't say that I have.
You never
Caressed a Bentley's butt? No.
Let's not forget about this lovely grille. There is a bit of corrosion set in just of here on the very corner, and I have just noticed that it is creeping in along the bottom edge. So yeah, bit of corrosion set in along the bottom edge. It's a bit like that all the way along, and also where it's been rubbing on the bumper. First things first, we best take this grille out. Look at those bolts. Yes, they are bolts. They are all very, very rusted. These bottom ones not so much. I think we're going to give them some love with this lovely built Hamber ferrosol. This stuff is absolute killer. It is so good at penetrating into the rust and letting us get them free. So if I'll squirt these up and we'll leave them for today, I think. Come back to that tomorrow when it's had plenty of time to soak in. Great stuff, this product. It actually changes colour as it sets, letting you know when it's ready for sanding. And this stuff is ready. Right, the repairs are done on the main car. It's now time to focus our efforts back on the grille. So let's see if that ferrosol has done the trick and freed up these very stuck looking bolts. Looks like we're winning. Really good, that ferrosol is really, really, really good. If you give it some time to soak into something, man, it's unbeatable.
After a quick visit to our sandblasting cabinet, the car and grille are ready for a coat of epoxy, followed by a coat of high build primer. Each layer is carefully sanded with 320 and 240 grit, ready for a final wet flat. You join us here in the mixing room.
We are going to be mixing some more paint because we've done a spray out card. It's not quite the right shade. We're going to try a different recipe.
You found a different shade of this. This is black garnet. You found black garnet metallic.
Metallic, yes.
Which is the correct year for the car, which is odd because I wouldn't have said it was metallic. There's no metallic in this.
But this is the Mika one. So
there's also, looking at the recipe, there's no metallic in the metallic version.
It's weird. So, the only way we're going to find out is to do a spray out card. So
yeah, so let's mix up the smallest amount we're allowed to mix up,
yep.
And spray out card.
We're going to spray this much.
Whoop, whoop, cue the B-roll.
Yep.
That's a lovely shade. Right, we're all ready to go in there, but the last time I painted a car, I had a bit of an accident.
A little bit.
It was only a small drop.
Lewis dropped his paint gun.
No, I just dropped the fluid tip of the paint gun.
Okay.
The entire paint gun.
Lewis dropped the most important part of the paint gun.
And it's left a slight dink in the end, which has affected the spray pattern no end. It is painting in a very sharp teardrop, throwing most of the paint vertically.
Disaster.
And you can't paint like that, because if you're painting near an overhang like this, it'll throw more paint on the top of that and it'll just run.
Anyway, so I went to the spray gun company where we get our spares from. They are the people to go to for spares for your DeVille Bliss guns. That's a mouthful. And they had us the parts the very next morning.
I also grabbed a couple of these washers, which are handy because they tend to change
So,
size in the thinners.
Lewis is going to be swapping that out on the DV1 base. And while we were sorting the spares out,
We had a nice chat with Adam.
From the spray gun company himself.
And he sent us this. So let's do a quick unboxing and see what we've got.
See what we got
here.
inside.
This is so exciting, so exciting.
I'm so excited. Oh my god!
Let's have a look. What's this? Oh, something from Adam. He's given us a 5% discount code on any spray gun our subscribers want to buy.
Let's have a look. That's enjoys a clear. Oh my god, 5% off any DeVille Bliss DV1 for our subscribers. That's bloody
amazing.
Lovely. That. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
The link will be in the description below. Don't forget discount code Whiteland 5.
Whiteland 5.
Ooh.
If I'm not mistaken, that's our first discount code.
Oh my god,
it's so nice.
that's a sexy gun. Look at that. Wow. That is a gun and a half. And I think, let me have a look. Yeah, see, this is the C1 fluid tip. So this is more for what we do, getting glass finishes.
Oh, wow.
Is it different on the inside?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This is why you should have two separate guns, one for clear coat and one for base coat. There are differences. Let me have a feel, let me have a feel. Oh, we've got the digital gauge there. We've got, that's the right adapter, isn't it? It's all ready to go. Wow.
Yeah, the pot should be underneath here.
Yeah.
Oh, another DV1 sticker.
Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. But,
instructions about the digital part of it.
And you can get all the service kits for these and everything from the spray gun company as well. So you don't have to worry about that.
A white cup.
A white cup. That is a beautiful gun. That I'm really looking forward to seeing how you put down clears with this. This is amazing.
Yeah, I've always been a DeVille Bliss lover. I've been using them. That's basically.
Since the DV1 digital came out, you had it.
Yes, I have. Before that, I used the Pro Light, which I did like, but this one absolutely leaves
still
it
on the
in
shelf.
dust.
Still on the shelf.
Yeah.
But this one, you've actually looked after this. That's how much you love it.
Very much.
That's how much he loves it. He looks after it.
Look how different they are.
Wow, look at that.
Isn't they cool? What a pair.
What a pair. But yeah, dream team now. So Lewis is going to give these a go, and we'll see the results on the Bentley.
Speaking of which, we best get this grill thoroughly degreased, tacked off, and base coated up. There's nothing more nerve-wracking in the world of painting anyway than using a brand new gun on something nice, or a new product of any form, especially a clear coat. You just don't know how it's going to behave, how the paint's going to lie, but in this case, this DV1 clear coat, it blew me away. It's so nice. Judge for yourself, check out the finish on this. But I'm really happy with how that came out.
I'm sure we can all agree that that was top notch.
This is bloody amazing. This is my new favourite toy. So massive thank you to the spray gun company for sending us that out to us. I'm sure we're going to have a very long lasting loving relationship. And I'm looking forward to the next big project to paint.
I have no doubt you're going to have many, many hours of fun with that.
Yeah.
Right then guys, we're going to be back next week when we do a little bit more work on the Bentley. We're actually going to be doing some woodwork.
We've got some woodwork to fix the door tops. They've all got little cracks in the edges.
So we're going to be fixing them up.
We're going to fix them up. We're also going to be doing a bit of polishing, making sure our blends worked out really well. And
you'll get to see it finished.
Reassembly.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So see you then guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and we'll see you next time.
Tune in next week.
Ciao.
Ciao.